said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington Huskies, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans' offense is on the field for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Bill.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Finds his man. It's Ramsey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Gonna run it. It's Sampson. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Washington's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get prepped.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
They'll try the run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Here's the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it behind the line. It's high. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there knocking that ball down on second down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to go up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He shanked it. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Coffee. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Sparty. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
From the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Harper. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Karapateas. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for room. It's Owens. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Owens. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you...
Touchdown, Huskies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have him back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna sling it on second down. Got his man on the right. Big play, takes him into... He's out of bounds at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he puts them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. And the Huskies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Looking for space. It's high. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Coffee. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Wants to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Finds his target down the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Coffee. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a hit. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big...
Turning it on! Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Hard running there. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramsey. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Power football with the run. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Washington right back to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. looking for a physical attack from the gun. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the run, it's Sampson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle. It's Worthy. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid. A great route runner and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Doyle. With the catch, it's Coffey. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got a man, it's Coffee. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Spartans are on the move. DB's right up on the receivers. Off play action on first down. It's complete to the left. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. The receiver on a jet sweep. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route, really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Knocking on the door, offense now in the red zone.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season